Okay, think about your smartphone for a second. If you want a new feature, you don't just throw the whole phone away and buy a new piece of hardware, right? No, you just open up an app store, tap a button, and download a new app. It's incredibly easy. Now, what if upgrading your enterprise security cameras was exactly that simple? What if you could push advanced intelligence to your entire facility without ever touching a single cable or, unscrewing a single lens?
Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. We are diving into a massive, and I mean absolutely massive technological leap that is happening right now in the physical security space. We're looking at IndoAI. This is India's very first programmable AI camera platform developed right in Pune. And look, this isn't just about getting slightly better image quality. It's a total, fundamental rethinking of how cameras process information and keep your data secure. Here is our roadmap for the Explainer. First, the 2026 market shift. Second, the broken status quo. Third, introducing camera appization. Fourth, flexible technical architecture. And finally, number 5, real-world applications and advantage. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The 2026 market shift. Let's talk about the catalyst for all this change.
So, why the sudden urgency? Well, it all boils down to one specific year, 2026. Specifically, April 2026. That is when the Indian AI camera landscape faces a pivotal shift. The nation is moving toward really strict DPDP, that's Digital Personal Data Protection Compliance norms. Basically, businesses just won't be able to loosely stream sensitive video data to remote cloud servers anymore without facing massive regulatory risks. The market is demanding solutions that are made in India, entirely compliant by design, and above all, edge-first.
Now, you're probably hearing the term edge-first AI thrown around a lot. What does that actually mean? Well, when we say the edge, we literally mean the camera itself. Edge-first AI means all the heavy computational lifting, the facial recognition, the compliance tracking, intrusion detection, all of it happens right there on the device. There is absolutely zero cloud dependency. None of your sensitive video feeds are being beamed up to some external server for processing. This zero-cloud approach guarantees real-time intelligence because there's no network lag, and more importantly, it ensures the strict data privacy you need to meet those upcoming 2026 laws.
Moving on to Section 2, the broken status quo. Why the old way of doing things is officially broken. To really grasp how big of a deal this is, we have to look at the pain of the before scenario. Before IndoAI, if a facility wanted a new AI capability, let's say they wanted to start tracking hard hat compliance on a factory floor, they often had to literally rip out their existing cameras and install brand new fixed function hardware. It was ridiculously expensive, super fragmented, and drove operational costs right through the roof. Plus, that dreaded cloud dependency created severe privacy risks. But look at the after scenario with IndoAI. It completely flips the script. You get continuous AI upgrades via installable apps. You literally never need to swap the hardware. You get 100% on-device edge processing for total privacy, and you can scale your intelligence instantly across hundreds of cameras.
All right, Section 3, introducing camera appization. This is the real core innovation here.
This is where we see the whole concept of appization in action. Just like that smartphone revolution we talked about at the very beginning, IndoAI uses installable, containerized AI apps. So, the AI models are neatly packaged into software containers that deploy directly onto the edge device. Want to add smoke detection to a specific zone? Just push the app to that camera. Need license plate recognition at the front gate? Install that specific app. You can perfectly customize the intelligence per zone or even per camera, pushing new capabilities to your entire network instantly. Zero downtime.
To truly understand the sheer scale of this, you have to hear this number, 65 plus. The IndoAI platform can run over 65 distinct AI models simultaneously on a single camera or zone. Let that sink in. You aren't limited to just 1 or 2 functions anymore. A single camera can concurrently monitor for unauthorized intrusions, verify PPE compliance, and perform face analytics, all processed right there at the edge at the exact same time. It's just an unprecedented level of real-time multitasking.
Which brings us to Section 4, flexible technical architecture. Let's look at how this is actually deployed.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have to throw away all my current cameras? The answer is absolutely not. Through a retrofit solution, which is his Edge AI box, the hardware works seamlessly with your existing analog or IP CCTV infrastructure. You literally just plug your current basic camera network into this Edge AI box, and instantly, those old cameras are empowered with all 65+ on-device AI models. No cloud dependency, no insanely expensive hardware overhaul, you just retrofit and scale. But what if you're building a brand new facility? Or maybe you're completely overhauling a severely outdated system. For that, IndoAI offers native AI cameras. These are purposefully built for new installations that require high-performance edge AI right out of the box. They handle all that multi-model processing directly inside the camera housing itself. And because they support those app-based upgrades we discussed, they are incredibly future-proof. You install the physical hardware once, and it just keeps getting smarter over time through software updates.
Okay, our final section. Section 5, Real-World Applications and Advantage.
Think about this for a second. If you've got 65 different AI models running across hundreds of cameras, honestly, management could be an absolute nightmare, right? Well, the unified IndoAI app completely centralizes the whole experience. Whether you're on a tablet, your phone, or sitting at a desktop, you manage every single camera from this one single interface. You get real-time AI-triggered alerts, you can view live feeds, access event clips, and even generate complex analytics reports across all your zones. It takes what used to be a fragmented mess and turns it into one clean, unified dashboard.
And the use cases for this are incredibly diverse. IndoAI offers these tailored industry kits depending entirely on your business. So, for factories and warehouses, you could deploy PPE compliance to make sure everyone's wearing their safety gear. For gated communities, you have ANPR, automatic number plate recognition, to create automated access control at the gates. Retailers can monitor foot traffic, and universally across basically all sectors, you can instantly deploy smoke, fire, and intrusion detection apps. The sheer flexibility of having these specific apps running entirely on the edge is a massive game changer.
So what is the ultimate takeaway here if you're a business leader? It really comes down to these core benefits. First off, it's a future-proof investment. You're upgrading via software, not hardware. Second, you get rapid deployment and scaling without massive disruptive installation projects. Third, and honestly most crucially for 2026, you get enhanced security with zero cloud privacy risks, which makes you completely DPDP compliant by design. All of this ultimately leads to significantly reduced operational costs, simply because you aren't constantly paying for new hardware or insanely expensive cloud processing fees.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Take a hard look at the security infrastructure running in your facilities today. Is your current setup genuinely built for the future, or is it holding you back? With the 2026 data compliance shift right around the corner, relying on fixed-function cameras and cloud processing is a massive vulnerability. The Appization of cameras isn't just some neat tech trick. It's quite literally the required standard for privacy, scale, and intelligence in the years to come. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to evaluate where your systems stand today.